Hi, it's Heather from Stamps Paper Love. I have a scrapbooking process video for you today as a part of the Moonlit YouTube hop with the Traci Reed Designs creative team. And Moonlit is her new collection. It is a very bright, bold set of papers and elements, kind of with a summer nights theme. So that is the focus. And I am doing a layout using a sketch that you can see up in the corner there. So I'm kind of reversing the placement of the papers to the left side instead of the right side, but I don't know, just because when I put the piece that I'm putting for the title is going to stay in that same place. That's the title piece that I created using some of the digital elements from the kit, and I printed it on clear sticker paper, so you're going to see me fuss around with that quite a bit to kind of make sure that I get it the way that I want it to be. And so I created the little paper stack, and then I decided that I wanted to put some mixed media on there. So I'm just doing some ink blending with a stencil that I have that is all kinds of different stars. And I just picked out 3 colors of ink that I wanted to use to kind of enhance the color palette that is on the papers that are used for the layout. And I just realized I had the wrong layout sitting next to me while I'm doing this voiceover, so I'm gonna go grab it and get that. Initially, I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do the stenciling, if I was just going to put it in that bottom corner, or if I was going to put it like opposite corners. So here I had decided to do the opposite corners. And then I see that I have that smudge of ink from the edge of the stencil that I don't like. So then I just end up putting the stars all the way around the border of the layout, just because that little smudging of the ink that comes from the corners is, I just didn't care for it. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of ink smudging, but it just was going to be too much. And so I'm just going to go around all of the edges here of just a regular white sheet of cardstock. And it's, kind of random. I don't do anything too technical. I'm just going on with that light kind of turquoise color, and then the middle blue color, and then a purple. And that's really just it. And here I decide to ink the edges of the papers in black, and I'm going to get ink all over that piece of paper, the yellow piece of paper that has the edge done. So I ended up having to re-edge that paper, and I didn't leave that in the video because you already saw me do that at the beginning. But yeah, I had to do it again with that second piece of paper because I got ink all over it. And that's just lack of poor planning on my part. Lack of good planning, I should say. A lot of times I'll ink things up before I start working with it, but I did not do that this time. So I've added the pictures. The pictures are from a live music show that we went to actually in February, so this isn't really a summer layout, but the colors of the collection went really well with the colors of the photos, because you can see there's that red and purple in there from the lights at the venue that we were at. And I apologize that the way I have my camera set up, you're not really seeing the whole layout. I did not realize that I was just more or less showing you the top half or so of the layout. But there's not really a ton going on the bottom anyhow. I'm just adding, I think at this point, a couple of little like enamel or epoxy stars. And then I have some of those labels that you can see off to the right that I'm going to end up stamping on and using. And so I don't know if you could actually see me do the stamping or any of that, because again, I messed up on the layout showing in the whole screen of the video. But it's really pretty simple from this point. I just add those labels and I do stamp on them. The first one I stamp on a phrase that says this was good, and then a storm is brewing, which goes well with the name of the band, Gaelic Storm, but also while we were at this event, there was an ice storm happening, and that ice storm took out our power for about the next 4 days at our house. And in February, that's not a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. Not that power going out ever is fun, but it was an experience for sure. And I also decided to do some purple on the edges. There was too much white. And so that's what I'm going to do next. And then you're going to see the still shots at the end. Please be sure to check out the other participants of the hop linked below. I'm sure there's going to be some great stuff created and shared for this hop. It should be a good one. They always are. And that is really the extent of what I've done. Here comes the still shot. So there's the full layout, and then you'll see a couple of close-ups. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the future.